Hello everyone, I am Najma from ESL Advice, a channel who promotes self-learning and also shares tips and advice just for you to learn English effectively. Before I jump into today's lesson, I would like to show you something. That was a glimpse of my small but precious business. Yes, I had a dream to do business besides teaching. So to venture into this business, I tried to carve out a niche, since it was essential to identify a particular market to have control over it. I went through a lot of red tapes to get my business off the ground. It was challenging, but I had it done. When I get the ball rolling, I started having some customers, and I gained confidence it would work. Initially, there was a lot of multitasking taking place. I had to become planner, investor, coffee maker, product manager, all in one. Since I had limited resources, I had to cut many corners. I spent money where needed, such as web design, logo, purchasing wholesale products, etc. I didn't hesitate to go the extra mile to fulfill my customers' requirements. I was always careful to get ahead of the game. After all, it's a business, a competition. To run my business properly, I chose the employees to be on the ball and to deal with the official works. There was a situation one of my friends wanted to be a partner in this business. So many things were up in the air. Eventually, I changed my mind. The beginning of this business was stressful but worth it. I shared a short story about my small business. I guess many of you found it challenging to understand the meaning of these phrases that I have used. It's because they are most likely to be used in business English. These are the 10 business English phrases that can be used in almost any industry. They are useful especially when you will be in a small business. Let's know the meaning and use of these phrases. Number 1, to carve out a niche. If you carve a niche or carve out a niche for yourself, you create a role or opportunity. It means finding out a unique market that you can control. For example, I do business on abaya and hijab. They are from the Middle East. The products are unique and high quality. There is a particular customer group who love these products. As I have access to import them, I decided to go with this business. The way I have carved out a niche, it is working well. Number 2, red tape. Red tape is another phrase you must know. It means excessive rules, procedures, regulations from the government that makes the task difficult to do business, such as getting trade license, registering tax numbers, etc. Example, after the Brexit, the Britons who own house in the EU struggle with red tape. Number 3, getting something off the ground. It means to start a project or business. For example, you are venturing into a language center for English language courses. You have completed initial formalities such as an official license, lease contract, paperwork, etc. Now it's time to get the project off the ground. You have to start doing the rest of the tasks to make it a big success, such as student admission procedure, course outline, lesson plan, staff recruitment, and so on. Number 4 is getting the ball rolling. Getting the ball rolling means to do something such as a project, business, etc., but get some results. It is similar to get something off the ground. But to get the ball rolling means to have some momentums or results, such as a few clients, customers, profits, and so on. Number 5, multitasking. Multitasking means doing several tasks at the same time. It helps to save money and time in many cases. Suppose you intend to have a new and successful business. In that case, you must learn to multitask because there are always 10 things you will need to do simultaneously. For example, John is great at multitasking. He can handle so many clients' accounts at the same time. Number 6, go the extra mile. Well, this phrase talks about an extra mile, but it doesn't mean to travel an additional mile. It indicates to make an extra effort. Try very hard to do something more than expected. For instance, I love working with Saudi Arabian suppliers. They always go the extra mile to explain me the product details. Number 7, to be on the ball. It means to be quick to understand and react to things. At workplace, when you are on the ball, you have to be alert. You can't make mistake. For example, I made no mistake in appointing Mr. Rob as senior manager. He is really on the ball and never makes any mistakes. Number 8, cut corners. It means taking shortcuts, like doing something in the easiest, cheapest or fastest way possible. For example, I tried to cut my corners by choosing my sister as a costume model for my business. It was a great help for the product advertisement. For instance, the CEO of the company decided to cut corners to overcome the recession. Number 9, to get ahead of the game. To get ahead of the game means to have more knowledge than the competitors. You have to do better than your competitors by offering more unique or different products or services. For example, when I go to order the product, I get ahead of the game by focusing on the design and quality of materials. I also check if my competitors have them available or not. The final one we have is up in the air. Up in the air means undecided. Like things are highly uncertain and yet to make a decision. Suppose you have an online business page. You wanted to have an outlet. To do so, you need to have a trade license, tax number, place, investment, etc. However, you couldn't make it happen. When you were asked about it, you replied, "There are so many things up in the air at this moment, so better not to have an outlet right now." These expressions will help you to fit into our English-speaking environment. These are very useful phrases for a startup or a small business. Practice these phrases and use them according to context to sound more confident and fluent. If you are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and take care.